Let's get ready now. Let's get ready now. Let's get ready to retro. I can't sing and I don't care. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Live. And today we're doing things a little bit different. We're doing live game coding. So we're using what's called the Platform Game Designer, which I'm going to bring up on screen now. This is Platform Game Designer by Jonathan Caldwell, released by Chronosoft in 2005. This is 16 years old, so naturally it's retro enough for us to be looking at on GameHammer Live. So we're going to be using this, what can we say? It has options for making Jet Set Willy style games and Manic Miner style games. And I'm thinking for Novabug in Spectrum World, I think we should go for the Explorer style of thing, which is Jet Set Willy. So we're going to be using PGDE. PGDE. Try and load that into. Is it going to work? Oh, can we not do it that way? Right, okay. Right, first things first, I've screwed up because we've got Fuse open in the background. We have to do this in emulator. From what I've seen in the instructions, we should be using an emulator to create the game, then we can try it on a real thing. Wow, I get lots of errors when I open Fuse on the Mac. Perhaps I should actually upgrade Fuse at some point. But here we are, Explorer Game Designer. So first of all, I want to say hello to Sir Patrick Furlong and to Chief89. Also, if you're wondering what this thing over here is and why there's a big mark every now and again that will come into shot, it's because here is my microphone. It's off screen now instead of being right in front of me. It just allows me to actually see what I'm doing on everything. And hopefully it won't make the volume too low if I end up leaning in and talking to the screen. It will reduce the volume, of course, but we'll see how we go. So, what we have here is Explorer Game Designer. We can look at this in a similar way to Graphic Adventure Creator, if you like, because it has a similar layout. We've got test game, we've got a status panel, we can set sprites, design a map layout, put in patrolling nasties, set up the controls, all kinds of things. We can even save the game, set up frames. I do like the idea of the music, that's great. So we're going to sort that out. So first of all, I think we need to decide on the screen layout. Here we are. We have screen layout. What does any of this mean? So at this point, we need to bring up pdgman.doc, which is the Platform Game Designer manual. It's not like some sort of icon. We have Pepsi Man, now we have PDG Man, or anything like that. That's not what we're doing here. Fun as that would be, basically today we're going to try and make some sections of the game. Of course we are, but we're really getting to grips in this first episode of live game coding of Novabug in Spectrum World. We're really getting to grips with the designer of this stuff. So we're using the Explorer one. It's going to allow us to make a fair size game, and I think it'll be fun. I also want it to be a really, really challenging game, because if there's not challenge in this old style of Spectrum game, what is the point? All these old pages could not read the manual for PDG Man. What? Oh, well, that's lovely. Okay, so let's break out of this. How do we break? Oh, it just press return. Okay. Right, I don't know what we're doing there. So, I suppose we start with sprites then. Oh. Right. We can... So we got some sprites. This is lovely. This is sprite number 0, is it? I'm just going to see what I can do. I'm going to build a block. That's... Yeah, that's a block. Do I get no... Oh, of course, it's a Spectrum. You don't get to design based on colours, do you? Because everything's set elsewhere. So we're going to set which bit's on and which bit's off for the sprite of Novabug. Now, you may have seen from well, from the screenshot on the thumbnail, that there is Novabug. Novabug is this green bug-like thing with a big nose, big eyes, and antennae, and he wears a suit. Well, a kind of spacesuit. Sir Patrick says, I once planned a text adventure and Novabug had been kidnapped by Spectrum people, and to get him back, all CPCs in the world had to be destroyed, and the bug had to do live specky game testing. Oh my goodness, that's like Novabug in Nightmare World. My goodness. He'd never go for that. Let's think. Our Novabug sprite is going to need some antennae. So I'm using the... arrow keys to try and create this nose. Sorry, to try and create this character. And he's going to be fairly simplistic, isn't he? So there's Novabug's head. Does that look right? I'm going to make him kind of Manic Miner style, so he's going to need to walk a little bit. So how will we design his arms? Will he go backward like that? I don't know what I'm doing here. What's going on? There's his chest anyway. Then his hips can come out and he'll be walking like this. Oh my goodness, I've made a complete mess of that design. That doesn't look right at all. Okay, we don't have any arms for him. He's walking. Is that good enough? Would that work for us? Okay, we'll leave it like that for the moment. That's the first sprite. Let's take a quick screenshot of that. This is sprite 0 frame 0. If I press enter, what does it do? S for sprites. I don't know how any of this works. This is our biggest issue. Now Fuse isn't responding to any of my key presses. Okay, we have a serious problem here. This doesn't seem to want to work. Yeah, it stopped responding to key presses. So, guys, we have a major issue here. This doesn't want to work. So, you know what? Exit Fuse. It's as simple as that. Exit Fuse. We can't do it. Simply can't do it. So, I'm going to show you something else while I grab the Spectrum. This is a very short test of a little animation I'm doing. That's the Nebula class starship. It's something that I'm putting together for A Question of Trek. I can't believe that this is not working well for us, but actually I can kind of believe it. So it's just, that's the nature of trying to work with emulators. Sometimes they don't do what you expect. So I'm just going to vamp a little bit while I grab the ZX Spectrum, which was of course kindly donated to the channel and the museum project by Sir Patrick Furlong. So we're going to get the Spectrum out, because I had the foresight to actually put the game designer onto the SD card that's in this machine. Well, I hope I did. If I haven't, then I've just made a big claim that I can't back up. So, here is the Spectrum. Where is the power cable for the Spectrum? That is a good question. A good question I don't have an answer to. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I was dusting earlier and all the dust is still in the air. Oh. This is why I don't like to dust, because it gets everywhere. So guys, I am of course vamping a little bit here. Let's load up the ITV program, and I'll just grab the power cord. The power cord's actually in. Where is my other plug? That's an aerial cable. Where's my other plug for the specky? Wow. This is why I like to set up before I come on the show, you know. So is this the Spectrum one or not? Is this the Spectrum wire? Yes. I think it's the Spectrum wire. Because the other one is attached somewhere else, so that's something else. ZX Spectrum, is it? Oh, who knows? Well, it looks like the Spectrum's cable, so we're going to plug that in. Yes, it is. It's the RGB cable for the Spectrum. Plug that in. Plug into the sound. Hope for the best. Right, all we're going to try now is to load the same program on an actual Spectrum. On an actual ZX Spectrum. We're going to see what happens when that goes in. So, the machine is booting. Where's my power cable for the Spectrum? There it is. Don't you love it when things just work? Oh my goodness. Come on. Load up, load up, load up. AV2. Wow, the Spectrum didn't like that. Okay, pull the plug. Let's hope this all works. And plug back in. There we are. We have the ZX Spectrum running now. So, oh man. Sorry, I'm sniffing and coughing and spluttering. I can't help it. There's so much dust in the air from when I've been dusting. It doesn't matter how much you dust, there will always be lots of dust, and it's just one of those things. So let's plug the sound in. We probably won't need it, but we'll plug it in anyway. Okay, sorry about that. I haven't got any of this set up because I was planning to use the emulator like the manual suggested, and it didn't like it. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Here we go. Right. We're in. So, press the button. Oh my goodness. What is going... It's going to be one of those days, isn't it, guys? It's going to be one of those days. One of those days that makes you think it's one of those days. Okay, reset. Yeah, nothing's working now. Okay. Spectrum, unplug. Unplug the Div MMC Future. Come on. Wow, it's really stuck in there. That's not a good sign, is it? Where's the power cable gone? Where's the power cable? See a minute. There it is. Guys, I am so sorry about this. I really didn't expect it to be this ridiculous. Okay. Power cable's plugged back in. Where is the plug? Plug in. Right. Right, this appears to be working now. 128k basic. 10. Print. Where's delete? Where's delete on a Spectrum? There it is. 10. Print. Test. All the Spectrum's keys are moved that way. It's very, very confusing. When you're used to something else, it's very confusing. Run. Not rub. Run! Test. Right, so the Spectrum itself is working. So, we now know it was most likely the Div MMC not being plugged in correctly, or maybe the SD card's not in fully, something like that. We'll try all of that. Oh my goodness. Sorry about this. Really am sorry. I expected this to be such a professional show, you know. I always did. I envisaged it as the professional show for lots and lots of fun and games, and it's just not because I'm on it. Plug in, man. Come on. Wow. Right, it's in. Properly in. The SD card is in. Let's see how this works out. Yeah, it's all plugged in. Fast flight. Okay. Everything all right? What do I press? That's the reset button, yes? Okay. We're in. ZX. What's in here? All kinds. So, it should be in P, I believe. Okay, it's not where I thought it was. That's okay. Where is it? Ah, there it is. PDG. PGD even. Is it E or L that we need? Oh my goodness, I've forgotten already. No, that's the wrong window. That's for ITV. Readme.first. Come on. Load up. E is for the Explorer version. That's the one we want. That's the one. Linear is Manic Miner. E is Jet Set Willy style. Platform Gaming Center. Okay. Here we are. So, we now have what we need. So we have miscellaneous, jump high. Okay. Let's start keyboard controls. Press a key for left. We will have O. Right will be P. Jump will be Q. Pause will be H. There we are. That's fine, isn't it? So, test game. We can't test a game because we haven't got anything saved. So, let's have a look at what's in the comments. Hello to Matt Myers. How you doing? And Chief89 says, does the Spectrum also have the CLS command to clear the screen for starters? I don't know. I'd expect the enhanced basic from the +2 and all of that would have it, but I don't know for sure. Let's start with setting up a sprite. So, oh, so, right, so we have to set up this sprite using the arrow keys from the Spectrum style cursor keyboard. That's okay, we can do this. Not as easily as I expected we could do this. I'm not used to the specky style of cursor keys anymore. It's weird. I keep getting the buttons wrong. That's very annoying. So, there's Nova Bug with his nose. Nosy Bug. That kind of looks right, doesn't it? Kind of. Yeah, we can work with this. Go back up. So, there is Nova Bug, and we're gonna keep going down. There's his, for goodness sake, go down. And that will be his body with his shoulders. Oh man, this is going to take a while. We'll get there. This is getting used to the system, of course it is. There's his body. So, we need him to walk forward. So, this will be his forward walk. How's that? That looks terrible. That looks atrocious. Right, so, okay. Kind of works, but not the best ever. As you can see, I am not a professional sprite designer. Nor would I ever claim to be one. Oh man, this is... Does that even look vaguely like what it's supposed to? No, not really, does it? Well, it'll work for now. So, we need his arms at the back. One arm at the back coming down. Give me this! And then one arm at the front coming out a bit. Because he's going to be walking. So, how do I save that? Do I press enter? Sprites. There's Sprite 0. That's frame 1. What if I press F? Frame 1 for sprite 0 is... Okay, we can have 8 frames. But what if I want to duplicate that one? No. C creates the sprite. What if I duplicate? So do I have to draw that again? Just to get the same sprite? For the next frame? We get 8 frames per sprite. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which gives us 8 frames. Oh my goodness. So that's interesting. That's more frames than I expected. I expected 4 frames of animation. So this game gives us better frames of animation than I expected. That also means that we can do some fun things with Novabug, of course. We could have him... Well... I've just realised he's not centered. So he's slightly off to one side of his own frame. Lovely. Right, we've got to deal with that. Okay, he's not centered. So, what would be the center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 dots. So the middle will be 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's 2 over. He should be there. So we can drop all of this. Oh, golden. I really don't like this system. I don't like it at all. No. I really don't like the game designer. I'm sorry, guys. I've already found that. I don't like the fact that it's using the Spectrum's keys. The cursor system. Where's my... I don't like it. Guys, it shouldn't require me to use the Spectrum's arrow keys. I should be able to define my own keys. I don't like this at all. It's not good. So I'm going to grab the joystick, and hopefully, if I use the grey input, I will be able to use this, because it's not, instead of using the keyboard, because, oh my goodness, I am frustrated already with constantly pressing the wrong directions. Please let me use the cursor. Okay, down takes me left. Right goes down. Up doesn't do anything. Right. You know what, guys? I don't like it. I really do not like this program. No doubt I could get used to it after a while, but it's so frustrating already. So, unplug this, plug in the black one. Hopefully this will allow Kempston style interface. Doesn't do anything at all. No Kempston on the input. So if I plug in on the div MMC, which has a Kempston interface, does this have Kempston? Go on. Nope, doesn't have Kempston. Has to use the cursors. Wonderful. We're giving it one more try on the interface on the side, just in case it was not quite plugged in properly. Let me go left. Yeah, I don't like the program. So, this thing from 2005 is frustrating as hell. I don't like it. However, if we want to make this game, we've got to use it. So, how do I clear this? Create sprite, No, I don't want to create sprite. How do I clear this? Can I press delete and reset? Reset. And before we go any further, I want to show you. Hang on. See. No, delete. I want to show you what can be made with this thing. Because from what I can see, it's a decent program. Why'd that not work? Why didn't that work? Bring up the README file. Oh my goodness. Yeah. SH is a user manual, is a tab file of a demonstration game called Space Hopper. So if I load up SH, which is what I tried to do, here we are. Space Hopper, pressing key start. As you can see, this makes good games. What are the keys for this damn thing? Right, Q and W go left and right. It makes good game. This looks pretty good. It's a puzzle game where you have to basically time your bounces, but it makes for a fun game. This is actually quite entertaining. So I'm willing to learn and get used to the system, but my goodness, it's not user intuitive. It's horrible for its design of the standard things, like putting sprites together. Ugh. Maybe it would be easier if I had the manual loading, but it doesn't want to load the manual. So I'm going to force it to load the manual by creating another page in Chrome and then pulling the manual into that. It should load it. It's decided not to. So there's something seriously wrong here. This just doesn't want to load. And it's very, very annoying. Just open up the damn thing. Open with... Yeah, open with Pages. It should just open, but it didn't. Pages cannot read the file. So open with text edit. Is it a text file that's just called doc? I doubt it. Oh look, it's a text file. Right. So you see, this is the problem. Every single thing is like a fight against it. So let's have a look at how we do this. Blocks are used to construct the scenes. Each block is 8 by 8 pixels in size, has a different type assigned to it. There are a number of different types, each with its own set of attributes. These are empty space, a normal platform, conveyor going to the left, conveyor going to the right, a solid wall, a deadly block, a collectible item, or an on-off platform. So that's not bad. We can deal with that. So move the cursor around with the cursor keys. Press space or O to set or unset a pixel. Enter returns to the main menu. Move left through a list of block properties, right through block properties, blah 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 blah. Well, we're wanting to use the sprites, so where's the sprite bit? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's my sprites? Where's the sprites? What? There's no bit in here about sprites. Oh, it's right there in the top. Okay, it shouldn't have been. Alright, sprites 0 and 1 are used as the main player sprites and have 8 frames of animation each. Sprite 0 is displayed when the player moves left, Sprite 1 when the player moves right. All other sprites have 4 frames of animation and may be used for the patrolling nasties. Next frame, last sprite, next sprite, paper color, ink color. So we can change the... Right, okay. Clear current frame with C, but that didn't do that. When I pressed C, it asked if it wanted to create the sprite. You can't delete the sprites 0 and 1. Okay. Paste frame from clipboard. So how do you... M is copy current frame to clipboard. Right, okay, right. Now I'm getting the hang of this. Guys, I may sound frustrated, and that's because I am. This is not a simple thing to deal with. It's a lot more in-depth than I would have expected. And quite cumbersome as well, which is very annoying. Right. Up, down, left. Okay. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are the ones that are in the middle. So I hate I don't care what Spectrum fans say. The Spectrum's keyboard style of cursors are atrocious. And I'm glad that they got rid of a lot of this stuff when Amstrad took over, because it's just cumbersome and awful. I don't like it. I really, I really don't. And I'm sorry if that offends Spectrum fans, but oh, it's just, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I'm gonna make Neverbook's eyes massive because he does have massive eyes in the original design. There's his face down. Right, notice though that I haven't given up. We are going to do this. We're going to do this even if I end up screaming and crying and gnashing my teeth. We are going to make this game. That's a promise. Oh my goodness. Right, there's his neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to make his body now. It's going to go down to 2. Then here's his waist. And his legs are going to go back for the one that's here. There's his foot. And he's also going to be walking forward. I hate this keyboard style of mouse control. Control. It's just not right. So he's walking forward. He looks a bit like a doofus, but he's walking forward. Go up. Up. He's walking forward. Right. What is the key for copying the frame? M to copy the current frame to keyboard. Sprite 0 is displayed when the player moves left. Ah! I've just drawn him going right! No! Oh! That's so annoying. I've done the... Right, how do I copy it to keyboard? How do I copy it to clipboard? M. M to copy it. Then we want to go to next sprite, so to paste him back in. Oh my goodness. M. Frame copied to clipboard. Next sprite. How do I paste back in? Paste frame from clipboard is K. Paste frame, sure. Yes. Okay. Can I go back to the last sprite? And how do I flip it? Where's the button to flip? H. Flip sprite horizontally. H. Now he's walking the right way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What am I like? Oh dear. Right. Oh my. Okay. Next frame. Actually, what was copied to keyboard again? M. Copy current frame to keyboard. Because we're going to be working on this one first. Copy to keyboard. Next frame. M. No. What was the paste? K. K, paste frame from clipboard. K, paste frame. Yes. So there's frame 1, and it's exactly the same. So now we've got something we can edit. So in this next frame, we're going to move his arm up slightly. It's not much, but it's something. And we're going to move leg slightly up. Which means that comes up as well. And his hammer pants go up a bit. Down. Yeah. Okay. Copy that to keyboard. Very, very slight movements. Frame 2. Paste frame? Yes. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. I still don't like this thing at all. We've done this wrong. How do I clear this? How do I clear this at all? Actually, we don't need to. How do we get to last frame? We just keep going. Right, we're going to go through the frames until we get back to frame 1. Because I've just realised that it's wrong. Frame 1. Paste from frame. Yes. Damn. Frames, go round to frame 0. I got it wrong. Copy that. Next frame. Paste that. Yes. Because we're not moving the first foot. We're moving the back foot. Otherwise, he can't go forward. Otherwise, if he's picking up his front foot, he's just going to keep going like that. He's not going to walk. He needs to move forward. So, where's the buttons? There they are. So we still have this arm move forward. So his leg has to come up. This is essential. Otherwise he's not going to look like he's moving. Right. That's all we need to do for this. Copy to keyboard. Next frame. Paste. Yes. So he's slightly moved. Now his arm on the front needs to start coming down. And his leg needs to start moving forward. Yes, that's all we really need to do for that. Copy to keyboard. Next frame. Paste it. Yes. Where's the buttons again? So now I need to start moving this round a bit. Actually, leave that there. So it looks like he's moving a little bit. Copy. Next frame. Paste. See what I mean? We're getting the hang of it. It's not a brilliant system. And I don't like it. But it's okay. We're getting the hang of it. Okay. Where are we? So he's just put his foot down. There we are. His foot should now be coming back up. His other foot even. Go down! Oh my goodness. I don't like it at all. It smells and it's horrible and it smells. So his move that arm up. So, kind of like that. Yeah. Copy that. Next frame. Paste that. Yes. This is still all wrong. Okay. Yeah. We've got it wrong. Reset. Completely reset. Just reset the entire thing. Reset whole system. We're starting again. Guys, I got it wrong. And it was a fundamental way of getting it wrong. Which means that we need to start again. Right, the sprites. He's going left. While he's walking, his back foot can't be coming out without his left foot going back. Otherwise, we don't have the animation for it coming the other way. So if you're like this, let's look at him front on. If he's like this and his foot is coming forward, the other one has to go back. Otherwise, how can we come forward without him moving forward in the frame? He's essentially running on the spot. His top half isn't moving, but his bottom half has to go like this. And we didn't have him going like that. We had him going like this. We had him just moving. And then that one would have to come back. But it can't. In a normal... I'm thinking of it in the wrong. I was thinking of it in terms of animation. But... sorry, let's get this one. But it's not animation in the way I would normally do. Normally, when I'm making an animation, we have a character that starts... Let's say starts with his feet here. And then one of them would come forward. And then the other one would come forward. And he propels forward on the paper or the screen or whatever. But that's not how you do an animation for a game. Because the game is moving the sprite as it goes. So what you are actually doing is essentially jogging him on the spot. As his foot goes forward, the other one has to come back as if he's running. But he has to stay in the same place from the top half. So we didn't have the legs moving in a wheel. We had the legs moving as if I was animating on paper and propelling the character forward through the animation. If that makes sense, then that's great. But I hadn't done it like that. Hello to Mad Commodore, how are you doing? I find it easier to do stickman animations on paper than put them on graph paper or Photoshop grid. Yeah, that would work. So, I was thinking of it in terms of animation from the cartoons that I do, not from a game design point of view. So, hopefully like 19th time's the charm, let's do this. He's going left. So, we have to have our dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's where his antennae are. That's his head. Is that his head? Yeah, it is. He's got a big head because that's how we make him recognizable. And then he has his little neck. And then down. That's his body there. Okay, that's his body. So he has, say, if he's standing still, he'd have his foot there. There's one foot. He looks like an alien, so we can have some fun with him. There's his feet. So he's got his right foot forward, and he's about to move that backwards while the other foot comes forward. So he's like sliding back, and that's how we're going to animate it. Otherwise, this will not work, and we'll be here all day trying to work out why it looks wrong. His arm should be coming backward like that, while his other arm is forward like this. That doesn't look right at all, does it? What if I do it like that? That looks better. Right, copy that. Copy that. Next frame. Paste that. Yes. So, we need his leg to now start moving backwards. His front leg to start moving backwards. Because he is moving forwards. But the game is already propelling him, so we don't have to propel him via the animation. And that's what we're getting wrong. So, his leg is going to come up. His back leg even. I'll work this out in a second. We'll get there in the end. That look right? Yes, I think it does. Copy that. Next frame. Paste that. The frames don't have to be perfect. We can edit them later on. So, now his leg is completely off the ground and moving forward. Whereas this leg at the front is now angled back a bit. And this is where the legs are going to overlap. Yes, now we're getting somewhere. And he should be starting to move his arms a little bit. So if that starts to come back, and that starts to come back. Mickey Smith says, blimey, this will blitz my head. Once you get it in your head that he's running on the spot and the computer is going to deal with the motion forward, then it becomes more obvious what is going on. I just had it the wrong way for me. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's going to be okay. I like the idea my Commodore has of doing them all in different colours so it doesn't cause problems, but we'll see how we get on. So, we are on frame 3 now. So, by this point, we need to have his front leg really coming forward because it's going to be landing in a second. So, I'm going to move his back leg to here. As if it's almost down. Because his front leg is coming forward a lot. Because in the next frame it needs to be essentially on the floor. Now his arms are almost completely forward. Copy that. And paste that. Yes. Where's my... There we are. So now his what was his front leg has to be on the floor. There we are. And his back leg is where it needs to be. How's that? Now his arm needs to be at the back. And bring that up because his other arm is here. There. Copy that. Now we have to go and move him back the other way. Next frame, paste that. So his feet are down. We have to now start the process of turning him back the other way. Although, do we? Let's have that, move that there. And actually get him properly settled. There we are. So he's kind of where he needs to be. Mad Commodore says, I always found sprite definition programs stunted my creativity back then on things like Laser Basic. Yeah, it's a troublesome thing, I'll give you that. So we now need to, because he's starting to pick his leg up again, he's going to now move back forward. Sorry about knocking that. Copy that to clipboard, paste that in. His leg is now going to start coming back up again. This one will start moving backwards. And now we're getting somewhere with this. So his arm is going to start moving up. And this one back to there. Copy. frame, paste, yes. Arms again, coming up. Moving backwards. This leg should now be entirely off the ground and forward. Because he's really starting to come back around. Come up, up and up. Yes, he's starting to move. Copy that. No! You little git. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It kind of works. What do you think? Right. Copy that frame. Next. Paste that. Yes. Flip horizontally. Previous sprite. Move forward. Copy that. Next sprite. Next frame. Paste that. Yes. Flip horizontally. Previous sprite. Frame 2. Copy that. Next sprite. Frame. Paste. No! Don't pay it. Don't copy that frame. Second one. Copy to clipboard. Yes. Next sprite. Frame. Paste that. Yes. Flip horizontal. Previous sprite. Frame 3. Copy that. Next sprite. Frame 3. Paste. Yes. Flip horizontal. Previous sprite. Frame 4. Copy that. Next. Frame 4. Paste. Yes. Flip horizontal. Previous. Frame 5. Copy that. Next sprite. Paste that on frame 5. Yes. Flip horizontal. Previous sprite. 6. Copy that. Next sprite. Paste. Yes. Flip horizontal. Previous sprite. Was that 6? Can't remember. Next sprite. Yes. So we need 7. Previous sprite. Copy. Next sprite. Paste. Next sprite. Paste. Yes. Flip horizontal. So. Sprite 1. Yeah, Mickey, I think you're right. Some of the frames aren't quite right, but we've at least got him moving. So, press enter. We're back now. So, can we save at this point? Where's save? Save game. G. Start of code, end of code. Main address is file name. I need the manual for the DivMMX future. How do I save on DivMMX? Give me my web. Give it here. Div. What are you doing to me? What? Computer, what are you doing to me? You're making me look silly. Come on. Div MMC future manual. Oh, please do it. Please do it. You know, this is why I don't like computers sometimes. It looks like he's walking deaf at will. Thank you. That's what I'm hoping for. Can I just... Where's the manual? Is there a manual? Come on. I'm sure there's a manual. Right, okay. How to save a file using DivMMC future. I don't want to have to try and find the manual in all of the paperwork I've got there. 7 files. If you already have a tab file created, you can just scroll to the file and press O to save it as the output file. Okay. Basic and single. You want to save a basic file? No, I don't want to save that. I don't want to save a basic file. Does it not let me do that then? Oh. Oh dear. Okay, can we save a, how to save a save state? Come on. I'm sure you can use save states, can't you? Snapshot, that's what I want, snapshot. How to save a snapshot. Just so that I've got the file and we can work this out. Yeah, save snapshot is what I want to do, isn't it? Modern method. Can I take snapshots? There's got to be a take snapshot. I know there's a button to take a snapshot if I open the menu, but I can't remember what it is. Because if I get the snapshot, I can load it into an emulator and save properly using a setup file. I know that's how to do it. Go into listing, file listing and press S, I think. Yeah, I think it is. Div mmc snapshot command. I know there is a one. What? Future guy, come on. We need to know this stuff. No. Online help is available by pressing H key from the menu screen. Okay. Press space to exit the menu without loading a file. So if I go into this, where's it gone? If I go into here, if I just press enter. What? No, wrong button. I just press it. Break. Okay, it's just going to save while it thinks it's saving. So, if I wasn't talking over this, and you guys had pressed a button to load in, you would probably be able to load this program. Wow, that's an interesting way of doing it. I could transmit a game over live stream if I turned the sound up enough. That would be amazing. So if I press the menu, just press H. Okay, S is create snapshot. Did I just create a snapshot? I go back into the menu now. Did it? Yes! I've saved a snapshot! Guys, right, we're okay. We've got our sprite. So, let's have a look at the manual again. So we're getting somewhere now. I know it's like I said earlier, this is a learning curve. So we've got our first sprite. We can go left and right. So, let's have a look at the actual thing. We've got character block design, screen layout. Move the cursor around the screen with the cursor keys. Use 1 and 2 to select the character block you wish to place at the current cursor position. 1 is move left through block, 2 is move right. Okay. Create a new screen, delete a current screen, change title of screen, set color of title bar. Okay, space or 0 places the desired block on the current screen at this position. Excellent. Wrong button. Okay, so let's start doing our screen layout. Where is screen layout? There, see. So here's our first thing. Down, 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 up, right and left. So let's start our first screen. We're going to have a platform there. What have we got? We have no blocks set. How do we get back out of this again? Okay, we've got too many things open now. I'm getting confused. Where's the manual? Enter, return to main menu. Right. We haven't got any blocks designed. We need to start some blocks. Okay, here we are. Here's an empty space block. That's lovely. We want to keep the empty space block just like that. And how do we get to the next block? Let's have a look for block designs. List of block properties. Q and W will change them. Okay. Block properties. That's an empty block. Collectible item, deadly, solid wall, conveyor belt. Normal platform, empty space. That's what we want. So next... Oh, is that the button? We want... Yeah, N for next block. So why didn't that work? If I don't want anything in an empty space, then what do we do? Create a new character block as X. Right, okay, so we need to create one first. So if I go to building blocks, create a block, yes. Block 1. Now we want a platform. We want a standard platform. Standard normal platform. That's what we want. So where is right. We want a standard platform. And I want it to be solid for this particular platform. That's what we need. We need lots of fun stuff like this. Go up. And then further in, we want... Yes. Now that looks interesting, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Right, so we've got a standard block. That looks interesting anyway. And let's put a little bit into it, a little bit more into it. Yeah, that looks weird and unnerving. That's our standard platform. Can we have colours in this? Does it allow us to have colours? Ink colour, brightness, and paper colour. Cool. Ooh. Yes. Oh, now we can have some weird stuff. We can have weird effects. I like this. Can we alter brightnesses on each thing? Clear block. B to toggle brightness. Ooh. Oh, guys. Oh, there's our standard block. How do we keep that? That's a standard normal platform type block. How do we save that? No, we don't want to delete the block. Do we just save? Do we just return to menu? Right, we have a platform. Return to menu. Screen layouts. We have a block. I want to put a block here. Yeah! Now we're getting somewhere. We'll have other types of standard platform as well, but for this particular screen, I want that. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing at all. But I kind of like it. So we're going to have a big tower here, and I don't know why yet, but we'll find out. That's how these things work, isn't it? Down and down and down and down and down and down and down. Yes. And we'll have the ability to like, jump between these. Let's have that there, and one there. Maybe one there. We'll see what happens with our ability to jump. Alright. And since we're here, we're going to have Z. I still don't like the horrible, horrible way that the spectrum works with these cursor keys. At least I'm getting... Yeah, ZX4E. I am having too much fun with this. ZX forever. That's our first thing. Right, how do we set where the character is going to start? Screen layout. Change title of screen is T. Welcome to your nightmare. It's simple shift. Yes. Welcome to your nightmare. Actually, can I move that back? Oh. So we've got like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go back. How did I delete into T? 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I've got that 4 there. How did I get that 4 there? I honestly don't know. Shift delete. Symbol delete. How did I get the 4? Does anyone know how to get rid of that 4? Welcome to your Nightmare 4. But it's there. Okay, screen layout C. Welcome to your Nightmare 4. Now it's just there, and I can't get rid of it. It just seems weird. How do I set where the character starts? Is there a thing for screen layout? Create a new screen to change the title of screen. Set color of title bar for all screens. Well, we need to change that to... Yes, red! We want red. Yes, because that's bright. Okay, if I go... Where's down? There it is. So if I go down... And... What block... Can I set as an option where we start? So does that not let me? Change title of screen. Move cursor around the screen, use one to blah 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 blah. Enter returns to main menu. Right, move through the block table. If I go to... We have nothing except that, okay. Right, there we are. Hopefully that's where we're going to... X to test the game. P for map layout. Ooh. Oh! Here's... Right, map layout. This might tell us where we're going to start. Drawing Nazis now. Player starting position. This option is unique in the linear game designer. To use this to determine where the player will start on each screen. Okay, map layout. The map of your game is arranged as a grid of 10 by 8 locations, blah blah blah. X to select where player first starts the game. Okay, So we've just created a room that allows us to go left and right. So I'm thinking we should move to, let's have a look. Let's give us some space to maneuver. Yes. And that's where we're going to start. Where do we start? Oh, we get to set it. Excellent. Right. Yes. X to select the place where... Press enter to return to grid layout mode when this is done. Enter. And enter. Test game. Yes! Yes! We've got it! Yes! We... This is ridiculous. He can't drop. We'll have to do something with that. But guys. Oh, he died by falling too far, but he didn't die from falling from like... This is actually quite good. I like this. Oh, wow. You can't go up because there isn't another... There isn't a thing up there. There isn't another level. Guys. We've got our first room. We've got it. Menu. Snapshot. Did we get the menu? Did we get the snapshot? Yes, it's there. We've got our first room. Yeah, we need a nasty in it and something to collect, but we've got our first room. Oh. Right. Our question now is, what do we design? We're going to need... So, well, we know that building blocks is a certain thing where we can create a collectible, can't we? Collectible item. An item which needs to be collectible. So, we're going to have to create a building block. How do we do that again? For a new one is X to create a character block. X. Create block. Yes. Block 2. Is it normal platform, on-off platform, conveyor left, conveyor right, solid wall, deadly? No. Collectible item. So, we need a collectible item. We're getting somewhere. Guys, I really don't like some of the aspects of this, like the layout of the use of the thingamajigs, but it will work. We'll get there. So. This is something that Novabug is going to have to collect. He just it's going to be like a chip. So we want something bright yellow. That'll do it. Yes. There's a collectible item. It's not the only collectible. He's going to have to pick up others, but it looks a little bit like a chip. So that's how do we do this? Enter to return to menu. Ignore the 4. It's just a specky thing. You have to way too much fun. We'll have to cut your sugar intake. So let's put that in. Screen layouts. Is that what we did see for screen layouts? Yes. So we now want a collectible, and we want to put one here. That gives them a reason to go up there. And we want a collectible here. There's going to be a few on each level. I'm thinking one there. And just to be a little annoying, going to be one there. And one there. Why are they annoying? Because there's going to be a nasty over there. And we'll just have one to get him started with an easy one. There. So we need a patrolling nasty. How do we set it? How do we set a nasty? Are they sprites? Do we have? Oh, they are sprites, aren't they? They're sprites. We set them up on any frame after 0 and 1. All other sprites have 4 frames of animation and may be used for patrolling nasties. So back to, where is it? There it is. ITV. We need a sprite. Where's the sprite? It's S. Next sprite. Next sprite. Oh, we've only got 0 and 1 so far. Do we have to create new enemy sprite as X? Create sprite, sure, yes. I want a weird patrolling sprite, and it's going to be some kind of mechanical device that rolls along. So let's have its position there. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, down, 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 and down. We'll have 1 in the middle as well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. That is its. That's the monster we have. Down 1. And another one. Because Novabug is a science fiction hero, of course he is. So he's going to be battling some kind of robot tank. Three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Doop, doop. Doop. Doop, 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 doop. That's the first one. Okay, Sprite. Can we copy that to keyboard? Yes. Next frame. Paste. Yes. So, this is going to spin. But only the middle bit should spin. And then this bit will as well. So that. That therefore looks like it's moved a bit. Like the wheels are spinning and the middle bit is spinning. Copy that to keyboard, to clipboard even. Paste. No. What am I doing? Previous frame. First frame. Copy that. Paste. No. No. God, for goodness sake. Frame 0. Frame 1. Frame 2. Paste. Yes. Frame 1, copy, paste, yes, because the only thing that needs to change on these last two is the position of the middle bit, this bit here. Yes. So, where is it? There's buttons, so that needs to change to that. Yes. So, let's get to the start again. So, actually, frame 1, if we change the frame 1 to this, then we can have this spin twice. What was I thinking before? Yeah. The middle bit can change. Then put these back out. There we are. It spins around. It's a very silly thing, but it'll work. Now, here's the question. What colour do we want it? Well, it's an enemy, so I think it needs to be red. And maybe it'll change colours. That'll be interesting if it flicks from light to dark. Oh, I like that. If it changes from light to dark. So, patrolling enemies, N. How do we deal with this? How do patrolling enemies work? Where's the information on that? Patrolling nasties. This is tricky. It takes some practice to master. Okay, well, we've got time. We've still got half an hour on today's show, so we're going to be alright. But it's easy enough when you know how to use it. Well, all of it's easy enough when you know how to use it. To be honest with you, this is growing on me. The game is starting to grow on me. It's not brilliant, but it's starting to grow on me. It helps if you already have designed your own screen layout. Yes, at least one alien sprite before selecting its function. The path followed by each alien on any particular screen are shown as red bars. Each alien can patrol up and down, left and right, but not any other way. Use the Q key to toggle between the aliens on any screen. Once an alien is selected, use the cursor keys to move the bar around. Space or 0 will allow you to move to the other end of the bar. Right. X to create a new alien on the current screen. Up to 4 per screen. So we can't have many, but that's okay. So, let's do this. X. Create an alien. Yes. Does this let us move? That's not where I want it to be. Right. If I want the alien to start there. Right, there's the bar. So it then goes to there. That's where I want it to be, the other end. Okay, let's try that. Test game. That's interesting. It's in exactly the place that I want it to be. There we are. We've got our first alien and it's spinning round. So if I jump and hit this guy, will it take a life? That's the question. We picked up our first thing. Doomph. Yes! It does it. It changes all the colours, which I'm not keen on, but it does seem to work. Ah, we also have the issue. Novable can walk through the walls. I don't want him to walk through the walls, so we're going to have to deal with that. That's okay. We can deal with that. Actually, I want to be able to use the same sprite for the walls, so we'll work on something. We'll work that out. There we are. He picked up all of the stuff. Hey! Guys, we've got our first thing. But I want to put an extra alien in. Patrolling nasties. Let's add an extra one. Because I want to create another alien. Yes. Where is this alien? He's going to patrol here. That's the first end of his sprite. Yes, come down. Yes. And go across there. 0. Test. There we are. There's our guys. So you got to be careful because he will hit him if you're not. Yeah. Hee. Oh, I do like this. We could probably change their speed. Yes, Patrick, you are absolutely right. Copy the block instead of a physical wall. I want certain things that you can't jump through. Mainly those vertical walls. So, this is actually looking pretty damn good now. We're doing alright with this. I'm enjoying it. It's good. Right. So, B for building blocks. How do I switch between these again? Building blocks, character building block, L for last block, of course it is. So it's similar layout to everything else. M, copy to clipboard. How do I create another block? Is that X again? No, character block design. X is create a block. Okay. X, yes. Normal platform, on-off platform, conveyor left, conveyor right, solid wall, and you should reduce one or two of the walls by a block so you don't have to go through it. Yeah, probably. K, paste the block, solid wall. Right. Screen layouts. C. Now, of course, we have 1, 2, 3. Down. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test the game. So we shouldn't be able to walk through that now, but we can. And we can still walk through all of these. We can still walk through every single one of them. So I did something wrong there. Let's check the building blocks again. How about solid wall? Let's change it to green. Screen layout. See what happens this time if I set the screen layout. Novabug is 2 blocks tall. Yes, he is. Very good point there, Patrick. So we need to bring some block. So this one would prevent us getting past. Actually, I kind of like the idea of that preventing you getting past because it's not impassable. So it's not going to stop you getting past, but it is there to stop you from jumping. So turn that one off and go to solid wall up. I really want these to be solid so that you can't just walk through them. The whole point is having to navigate this maze of blocks. Right, that's impassable. Okay. Test the game. And still walk through that because we didn't change it. But we can't jump there now, so we can't jump around. We can't walk through those bits. And we can't get... Oh, we can get up. We're going to have to reduce the height of that, though. Because now we can't get down there. So that's okay. We're getting there. This is a good test. This is a good test. C for screen layouts. Okay. One. Remove that and remove that one. Remove that one. I think that kind of works. Yeah. I think that'll work. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Test that. jump, and we can't. Yes, we now can't walk through there. We also can't get through there at all because Novabug is 2 blocks wide, as well as 2 blocks tall, which is not brilliant. I mean, look at that. He's right in the middle there, and he is technically still on that thing. Right. We need to remember that he's 2 blocks wide as well as 2 blocks tall. He really shouldn't be, but he is. He doesn't look like he is. Maybe we need to make him wider. That's something we can work on later. So we need to get rid of that. And one up. Really, yeah. Compensate. Let's bring that one down a little bit. I want it to be reasonably tricky to navigate the game. Otherwise, what's the point of having a challenge? But we don't want to make it too challenging. So that should be okay. Test the game. Let's see if this works. Not too happy about the fact that it seems to change the colour of the collectible items as the aliens walk past it, mind. That's like, not the best. But at least he now can fall down. So we're getting there. And of course he can't go anywhere else because, yeah, because we haven't got any more levels yet. We haven't got any more screens. But there we are, guys. We have made our first screen. We have enemies. We have guys. Guys, no. We have enemies. We have collectibles. We have platforms. The colour, yes, but surely, Patrick, I realise there's colour clash, but surely it should put the code for that particular colour back in. You know? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. So, what else can we do? Well, I don't really want to add any more people there. So, at the moment, I think that's everything we need. Status panel. What's status panel? I've just noticed that on the screen. What's status panel? Miscellaneous. In the linear game designer, you'll ask time bar on or off for miscellaneous. It's not prompt falling without dying, yes or no. No, I want him to die if he falls too far, otherwise, you know. In the linear game designer, you will invest time by or off. Okay, we don't want that. The next question is both utilities. Is change directions mid-air? Press yes if you want the player to be able to change direction mid-air, like an egghead in space, or no if you want Manic Miner. Yeah, I'm going to leave Manic Miner style. Useful if you're out in a game where the main character is a ball, kangaroo, man, or whatever. Once this is done, you can also change the prompt that appears at the end of each game. Note that the prompt only appears when you run the game independently of the game designer program, then only if you start the game with randomized user, blah, 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 blah. No, let's not do that. Status panel. Here it is. This allows you to change the layout of the status panel, and is particularly useful if you intend to set up your own graphic status panel in the bottom third of the screen. Okay, if you won't, we should draw future plan. No, I think we can leave all of that. So I think... yeah. Okay, I think we're all right with that. Everything that we've got is fine. So, I'm going to say let's leave it there. I want to make another snapshot. So, we've got our snapshot, which means that we can come back exactly where we are. And there we are, snapshot. So, we're okay with that. We've got our snapshot. I think we should leave it there. And we'll come back next week where we can actually start building the game itself. We have a little bit that's quite fun. It's running on an actual ZX Spectrum, guys. This is pretty good. So if I were to bring up the second camera, which is over here, hello. I love that we've got an extra camera. Here is the Specky we've been using, and if I press X on the Spectrum here, if I press X, you'll see in the little corner that it does actually go to the game, which is running on the screen. So that's pretty nice. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to now switch back to the main camera and say we have got the makings of an interesting game here. I really do like what we've got, and I think you'll like it too once we get moving again. So thank you so much today for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have, remember to click that like button and share it with your friends. Especially share it with Novabug, because I really want him to see this and go, hang on, that's me in this game. We have one more thing we need to do. I've just realised something. Sprites. Novabug's not green. Why isn't Novabug green? Now Novabug is green. Why is it not? Didn't I just save it as green? Why is it not green? Yeah, we saved him as green. What's wrong? Do I have to do this for all of them? Yeah. Next sprite. Previous sprite. Test the game. And he's still not green! We've changed his colour to green. And now... Why is he not green? Why are the things that... Hang on, now we've got a bit of green there. Why is Novabug not green? I don't understand it. But we've got bits that are green. He should be green. Green my bug, man. Come on. Green my bug. What? We'll work that out next time. So, guys, we have now got a Novabug game in the works. Especially, really like that. I would love to make sure that Novabug sees this. So if you do have the chance, do share this video with friends, and especially with Novabug. Guys, I'll talk to you later. I'll be back on Monday for the next episode. But we've had a lot of fun today. Hope you've enjoyed it too. Take care. Normally I would share the game with you once we've done this much, but I really can't because it's got the game designer and it's a commercial program, so I can't. But rest assured, the full game, when it's done, will be shared with you guys. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Press the like button. Take care. See you next week. Same bad channel, same bad time, 4 o'clock on Monday. Bye.